What's up, YouTube? This is the Silverback Gorilla coming at you from Los Angeles, California. Today we're gonna talk about boxing, Mexican boxing. Although it's a style, first let's get back into the history of Mexican boxing. Mexican boxing, obviously, it's a style that comes from Mexico. Not to say that not everybody else uses it, but it comes from Mexico, and it's a style that just basically you stand head to toe, toe to toe, and nobody moves. It's like a phone booth fight. So when they say Mexican boxing, that means you're not gonna move. You're just gonna stand there, and if somebody pushes you backwards, you come right back inside, and you're gonna fight in a phone booth. So imagine fighting in a phone booth, guys. When you're talking about a ring, imagine how big a ring is, and imagine fighting in about 2 to 3 square feet. So you're basically fighting in a 2 or 3 square foot ring. An imaginary 2 to 3 foot square foot ring. Although the ring is huge, you're gonna actually use 3 feet square, and that's all you're gonna use, guys. Is talking about Mexican boxing. It's basically who is the baddest, who can take the most punishment, and who can give out the most punishment. That's what Mexican boxing is. They're gonna fight till someone drops, guys. Mexican boxing, it's a style all from Mexico, and Mexicans like to believe that they're the toughest, the roughest, and we're gonna see who the man is, meaning who can withstand the most and still give out an ass whooping. So that's Mexican boxing in a nutshell, guys. And the latest boxers today that are doing that have that style is Ruslan Pro, Pro, Provodnikov, and of course Brandon Rios. And I believe they train in the same. No. Okay, Ruslan trains with Frank Roach, and Brandon Rios trains over there in Oxnard. So two really good gyms, same style. One guy is from here, Mexican American, and Ruslan, obviously he's Provodnikov. I think he's from Russia, and he's adopted that Mexican style. Now Mexican boxing is a visually beautiful style because you're taking 3 hits and you're giving maybe one. I mean, you're taking 5 hits and hopefully in hoping that you just give one good one. That's Mexican boxing, guys. Mexican boxing is take an ass whooping to hopefully give an ass whooping. You hopefully don't want to just take an ass whooping, but that's Mexican boxing. And those are the two people that basically adopted Mexican boxing. And Mexican boxing, although it's visually just stimulating and beautiful, when it comes down to people's careers, it's not lasting. Unfortunately, when you're taking a beating in the ring, via it doesn't matter what kind of style, but when you're taking a beating, especially Mexican boxing, you're gonna take a beating, and sometimes those beatings last, guys. And you know what? When you're taking a beating, night in and night out, your career's not gonna last that long. And Mexican boxing, that's what it is. Let's see who can stand the longest, withstand the longest, and keep going, keep moving. Well, not moving forward because you're not really moving, but you're standing in the pocket. The minute someone starts moving backwards, it's no longer Mexican boxing, guys. It's an imaginary 3 foot by 3 foot, if that. I mean, it's phone booth boxing. Phone booth. Probably nobody's like, what's a phone booth nowadays? There's no such thing as a phone booth. Well, phone booth is back in the day, they would have basically a little room, and you would, to tell you how to explain it, you'd go in sideways. You'd open the doors and you would go in sideways, and then you would basically be just using a public cell phone, and you would be like this because you would be all cramped up in there. It was no space for anything, guys. You couldn't do anything in there. You couldn't be relaxed. It was just you, the cell phone, and the cage, and it was like an housing. So that's a phone booth, guys. A phone booth, they don't exist anymore. Google that, phone booth. Anyway, Mexican boxing, guys. Although it's brutal on the body and the mind, it's style. It's a style. Bottom line, it's a style. And you want to do Mexican boxing like Brandon Rios and Provodnikov? Arturo Gatti had well, his was a little bit more boxing, but he took a lot of punishment, and it was a boxing style. But he took a lot of punishment, and he made it famous. And it wasn't Mexican boxing because he moved a lot, but he loved that toe-to-toe stuff, and it it, it really it really ran him down. I mean, it really beat him up physically and mentally. And but his was not Mexican boxing, but it was a but he drew a lot of fans because of that. And basically this Mexican boxing, people love it because you're standing there, you're not gonna move. It's just like saying you're going into the throes of a lion den. That's basically what it is. It's a modern day lion den, and we're gonna see who wins. You or the lion. That's basically what it is. Mexican boxing. You're going into the den of a lion. You're going into the lion's den, and we're gonna see if how well you fare against the lion. And unfortunately, fighting a lion, can't do it too many times. Maybe once, maybe twice. After that, lion's gonna eat you. So, but Mexican boxing, you can do it several times. You can do it multiple times. Look at Brandon Rios. I don't know. I don't remember when the last time he fought. Provodnikov? Can't remember the last time he fought. But it's just on its style alone, it's beautiful. It's visually appealing. But when you're inside that boxer or that boxer's camp, it's a grueling way to fight night in and night out because you know you're going to go take an ass whooping night in and night out. So, guys, although it's a style, don't know if I would adopt that as a style for me. Mexican boxing, guys. Mexican boxing is a style. It is an official style. Just not, longevity is not on your side. So, longevity as far as career and longevity as far as health. If you want to live a long time and you want to have all your faculties with you, Mexican boxing, probably not the right choice. Although there's some elements of Mexican boxing you could take and put into your own style. But as far as saying I'm going to adopt the Mexican style of boxing, 100%, I don't know if I would do it. But it is a style, guys. And if you love Mexican boxing like I do, man, it's just a visually just pleasing style. There's nothing like seeing two guys go toe to toe. Nothing like it. But you know the oohs and ahs every time someone gets hit. And remember, when you're a Mexican boxer, you're not moving your head, you're not ducking, you're not nothing, man. You're standing right there, head up in the air, and you're going to fight, and you take it. Sometimes you fight right here. You got your hands right here, and you're taking it, and you're gonna give it. That's Mexican boxing, guys. And man, those guys got big balls. I'm telling you. But that's Mexican boxing, guys. Like my stuff, subscribe it, and I'll be coming right back with this. See ya.